Welcome to Update 8.7. We've got a lot to cover, so let's get right into it. New cars. There is a whole new batch of 2020 season Formula One cars scrolling by now. The PR stats do not include increases available through tuning, and tuning now becomes permanent. More on that coming up. 9 Grand Prix events are added to the 2020 season, 2 of which you can race in Update 8.7. There is a new 70th anniversary livery for your Academy car. That is free. More Grand Prix events will unlock in future updates. Once you complete all 9, you will receive the McLaren MP44. If you already own it, you will get additional currency instead. First, we have the Formula One Rolex Belgian Grand Prix. You know what that means, Spa. It starts on September 8th. Rewards are 200,000 M dollars, 50 gold, the tuning setup that you used, and car of choice. That means you could drive one car, but if you don't like it, you could pick a different one at the end of the event as your prize. Next, we have the Formula One Pirelli British Grand Prix starting on September 18th. Rewards are 200,000 M dollars, 75 gold, the British GP tuning setup, and car of choice. Now, you might be noticing that these tuning setups are different. Interesting. There is no end date for either event because they stay in the game. So let's get into this a little bit and see how some of this works. There's the new tuning screen, and we'll get into that in a bit. This is like before. Choose your car, choose your driver. I would choose wisely because you're going to build driver experience points. Now here's where it's different. We're going to have different tunings for different tracks. So here we see a tuning that is up to what was required to finish the Spa event. Boom, done the event. And this isn't my footage, this was sent to me from FM. And here we see how you go in here and you pick the car that you want as your prize. Again, it's best to pick what you want from the start, but this works as well. That will unlock the 2020 Championship Series, and here we go. That tuning now becomes permanent. And you'll get different tunings for different tracks, and you can use the tunings in different cars. So this is a really cool setup. Now, when you fully max out your driver, that will now open the new Invitational Series. And when you maximize the Principal, you will have double the durability for your car. Now we'll take a look at the new tuning menu. Tuning setups let you keep your tuning to use outside special events. Install a tuning setup to your motorsports car to gain its benefits in your motorsports career. You can add more tuning steps until the setup is maxed out. So this works like upgrades, except you could have multiple upgrade paths for your car. And here is the screen where you would make that choice. Here we'll see a tuning setup being selected and installed. First time is free, and then future switches will cost a small amount. Your principal will earn some experience points each time you switch. So you don't necessarily want to switch like crazy, but for a time trial competition or something like that, you might. This brings us much closer to real-life racing, where tuning setups do change from track to track. No more taking a car with really low grip on a track that has lots of high-speed, flat corners like Silverstone. But let's switch gears now. In Road Collection Series, we have the Porsche 935 2019, which we'll be able to earn in a championship event running October 6th to October 12th. 75 gold and 250,000 R dollars with a max required PR of 88.8. Then it'll be featured in a series called Peak Porsche Performance with other Porsches, and this one will be in the Legend series. Limited time events. The Koenigsegg Agera RS Championship runs from September 28th to October 4th. Max required PR is 93.2, 60 gold, and 250,000 R dollars. Next, there's a Formula One 2020 time trial competition using the Academy car and any other 2020 Formula One car. This runs September 29th to October 12th. Rewards are the livery you see here, plus gold based on how far up you finish in the groups. Content changes. Huge content changes. If you ran a Formula E event or an Endurance GT racing event in the last few updates, you probably felt like a bunch of your M dollars went up in flames, but they are magically coming back. When you download Update 8.7, your cars will have the tuning that you bought. It won't be exact, but it will be a representation. So, if you bought 20 steps, you will have 20 steps. If you bought 18 steps, you will have 18 steps. If you skipped your way through the entire event, you will still get 16 steps on your tuning. And this shows you the maximum that they can now be, which means these cars are going to be more powerful. Season 6 Formula E cars get the same treatment. The tunings that you bought, you will get back. Again, not necessarily exactly the same, but an equal representation. This shows you the new maximums that are attainable, which means these cars are going to be more powerful. If you ran both events, you will get 2 setups. If you didn't run any, you will have a chance to in future updates. And this is what it's going to look like when you get the update. Your tunings will be here. You can install one for free. If you want to switch them, it's going to cost you a little bit. And there you go, that one's been applied. Same thing for the GT Endurance Racing Series. $M caps are also changing, going up to $250,000 per day and $5 million in total. Exclusive series. The Brabham BT62 gets added with 160 gold and $250,000 R as rewards. Team Challenge update. We won't have to just stare at this screen anymore. There's going to be 3 team challenges running from September 13th to 18th. The Fire Monkeys have been working hard trying to figure out ways to combat hacking and cheating and give a more level playing field. Weekly time trial and online multiplayer. As the list scrolls by, I have footage of my very badly behaved McLaren 720S named Vincent. Put on a shark vinyl wrap and your car can get out of line. If you take a look at week 4, you will see that this car is available in the online multiplayer schedule. Update 8.7 will be available on September 8th. For more entertainment value, please check out some of these links. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe.